So the Blue Jays had what we would call another painful loss tonight. Pearson started the game. He went 5 innings, allowed 2 hits, I think, no runs. Scherzer went 8 innings for the Nationals, and Toronto scored 0 runs. And they went to extra innings with the exciting new rule where you get a base runner on second for free, which should be good news for Blue Jays because they normally struggle to get a base runner to second at any point during the game. But okay, then the top of the 10th inning, because even though this game is played in Washington, Toronto is the home team, and they got the spooky fake crowd noise to, even though they're in Washington, cheer for Toronto. Okay, so that was very strange. Anyways, they brought Yamaguchi in for his second appearance in the MLB ever, and his second both times have been in weird extra innings. So he started out with a guy on second, and then he walked a guy, and then he walked another guy, and now Adam Eaton is up for the Nationals. And so here's what's happened. He hits this, and first of all, he puts it right up the middle, and it bounces off Yamaguchi's leg. So that's kind of unfortunate, because if his leg is not there, it probably goes right to the guy at second base. They get the guy out, and sort of they go on with their lives. And actually, I mean, what I didn't mention is, so Yamaguchi walks the 2 guys, and then he strikes 2 guys out. So it's 2 outs, and they just need 1 out to get out of this inning, and then subsequently, fail to score in the bottom of the inning. So it bounces way in the air. Biggio comes over to get it. The base runner is going to the base, as base runners do, and it's sort of like a race for who can tag the thing first. It's a force out if he touches the bag, because the bases are loaded, clearly, right? So this guy's sliding, Biggio is diving, and it's a race to see who can get there first, and it's not clear at all. Biggio's like, I've got the ball, wait, shit, I'm going to tag him. Nobody knows what happened there, but he gets called safe, and the run scores. So Stevenson slides into second base, and it's really, really, really close. And it's not easy to tell from this angle, but indeed he does get his foot there like a fraction of a second before, and then he does this thing when you're playing, that game where you like have to make it forward as far as you can before the person turns around, and then if the person turns around, you have to freeze in your place. This is what Stevenson does here. It's like what I do in that game as a kid, where you're like, okay, you see it better from this angle, where you're like, fuck, I need to freeze, and then you kind of just slowly fall over. He's trying to keep his foot on the bag, and oh, fuck, and he falls over. And this is the thing. This is the problem. So Biggio, his first reaction is to show the ball to the umpire. He's like, I've got the ball in my glove. I touched the thing. So he goes away. He's like, hey, I've got the ball. The umpire's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's safe. And then Stevenson, he comes off the bag for a second. Like, he falls off the thing. And then at this point, Biggio realizes, wait, shit, I can tag him. If he hadn't been trying to show the ball to the umpire and it's still just like been staring at this guy the whole time, he might have had a chance to tag him out, but they don't. It's unfortunate. And again, it's unfortunate that it hit the pitcher's leg to begin with and bounced way in the air, because if that doesn't happen, this whole thing probably just doesn't happen. So they have a review, but it's like with the wonders of modern technology, you can tell that that's safe when you can pause and rewind it and shit like that, and you've got a million different camera angles and all that stuff. So he's safe, and the Nationals score their first run, which is, realistically speaking, I mean, we know that's already probably going to be enough, given the state of the Blue Jays in this particular game. But they got Asdrubal Cabrera drove in 3 more runs, and then they got the third out to end the inning. So it was 4-0 Nationals, and the Blue Jays almost, like, for a split second had a thing going in the bottom half of the inning. They got 2 guys on base after already having 2 outs, but there was, nothing happening there. And they lost 4-0, and now they're back to 3-3. So that's what happened in the quote-unquote home opener. Baseball's kind of painful sometimes.